Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at this bike that I picked up a few days ago from Performance Bike. This is going to be my second Fuji that I picked up. If you've seen my other videos, you've seen the carbon fiber Grand Fondo that I have. So I picked up this bike on sale. It's a 2014 model. Like I said, this is the Sportif. It's not carbon, it has the Fuji A2 SL hydroformed aluminum frame with a carbon FC770 fork. And it's got a 5032 oval crank here. And it's a full Tiagra setup, front and rear derailleurs and the shifters. The only thing that's not Tiagra would be the cassette, which is a Sunrace 1132 10-speed. I don't know why they didn't just go ahead and put a Tiagra cassette. I might think of upgrading some of these components here, maybe to doing like a 105 setup or something. And the bike is pretty much stock. I haven't done much to it. I added a specialized mini wedge bag for my tubes and CO2 cartridges and stuff like that. And I picked up these Trek Bontrager RL plastic bottle cage holders. I kind of like the orange. It kind of matches with the accents of the bike. See here, it's like an orange alloy, pretty much all over the bike, just about. And this bike originally came with Vera Helios 7x28 tires, but I changed them because of, you can see there, it's got a lot of space in the fork. You can add bigger tires, and that's exactly what I did. Now these tires are from Performance Bike, the Forte brand. They're actually pretty heavy, I will say that. But these are the Gotham ST tires. But you can see the tread. It's got really nice tread. And the reason I really picked up this bike is to basically make a gravel type of bike, almost like a cyclocross, but it's not full cyclocross, because usually the cyclocross bikes, you're going to have the cable on the top here. But you know, just picked it up, do some light off-roading with this bike, and you know, that way I could stay off just the regular bike path that I've been doing with the Fuji, the Grand Fondo that you've seen. And this model here is also a 2014 model. I was looking for this specific model because of the orange colors with the white. I kind of really like how it looks. Plus I'm a big fan of orange. But this bike is not light. It's weighing about 23 pounds. And a lot has to do with these brakes and the thicker tires, and it's going to make it a lot more heavier than a normal road bike. So 23 pounds is what I've been seeing. I haven't put it up on the scale yet. By the way, these brakes here are actually ProMac mechanical brakes. A lot of the road bikes you're going to see are going to be coming with disc brakes now. And they work pretty good. You know, I don't know if I can upgrade the brakes, but I'll probably upgrade the Gruppo maybe to a 105, and then keep everything else. I'm not going to do much with this bike. But this bike was picked up at Performance Bike. It's a 2014 model. It was on sale. They're pretty hard to find now. If you're looking for this particular model, you're going to have a hard time finding it. However, I believe Bike Nash Bar still had this particular bike in stock at $749. And if you get lucky, you can find it for 20% off, which brings it to like $500 plus the tax, and they charge you for shipping, which will be around $6 something. So if you shop around, if you're looking for this particular bike, you can't find it. Like I said, this is my second Fuji bike. I've had nothing but good results with the other Fuji I had. I take it in for adjustments. They take care of it right away, no questions asked. You know, that's what I expect from a bike shop, especially when I spend so much money with them. And Performance Bike has been very helpful with me. I'm going to be looking at probably getting a Trek soon, probably going for the Emonda, I think it's called Emonda. You know, with an Altegra setup, I guess you can build the bike from scratch, and possibly getting rid of the Fuji. I want something more race-like, and the Gran Fondo is a little bit more relaxed, like this bike here. You're going to have a taller head tube, you know, which is pretty much for endurance riding, just like the other Fuji that I have. But so this is basically it in a nutshell. The Sportif 1.3. So 23 pounds for this bike. Definitely not the lightest, but you know, it's an endurance bike. I don't expect to be racing with this bike anyways, and even if I did started upgrading some of the components, I don't think I'm going to get that far with bringing it down in the weight. I mean, I can swap out the handlebars, the stem, and the seat post, and the Gruppo. I mean, I'm not going to save much. Plus, if you remember from the other Fuji bike, I've always used these type of mountain pedals because I like these better than the actual cycling shoes. Only downside is these pedals are pretty heavy. But, you know, that's what I like to use, you know. Oh, one thing I do want to add while I'm still down here, even though it looks very close to the tube here, the tire does not hit. It's got plenty of space. That was one thing I stressed to Performance Bike when they added these 32 size tires. This will be the largest tire I can get in the back. In the front I can do a bigger tire, but 32 is the max, you know, that you can do without having any issues. I'm not sure if you can see how the distance from the fork, but when you get down here, I mean, you don't have too much space, but it still works out. I mean, I've ridden this bike a few times and I've had no issues. One thing I don't know too much about is these wheels. These are, I think, made by Oval Concepts, Vera Corza, but I would assume they're pretty heavy. They're alloy clinchers. They don't have bladed forks on, they're round forks. I mean, round spokes, not forks. But overall, you know, I think I could maybe upgrade the wheels, upgrade the components, do some part exchanges like the stem, the seat post back there, and also the handlebars. But I'm not going to get much out of bringing the weight down. But so that's basically it there in a nutshell. If you have any questions about this bike or anything, you already know, just send me a message. And I'm going to be adding some more videos of some other bikes that I picked up. A Diamondback Century Disc 1 and also a Trek Alpha 1.1 that I picked up used in good condition. I'm going to do a quick review of those two coming up soon. But other than that, please cycle safe and thanks for watching.